What's up? I'm Zero Dre and welcome back. Zibai character teaser. Yo, she's dropping in 6, 7, 8 days. And I still don't know if I have enough. Primos, Zibai, right? Daughter of Time. How is she connected to Easteroth, the Shade of Time? What exactly is her connection to the Three Moons? Where has she been hiding all these years? And she did say in the Springs of Hidden Jade book that she's just waiting for threads of time to come back. And then an interaction from someone from beyond, possibly the Traveler, because we are Descenders. But yeah, let's check out her teaser. Zibai as drifting wayside dust. According to the genealogy of the Lu clan, an ancestor walked through the moonlit woods and chanced upon a tale of the Adepti. Be it truth or fable, this but a drifting wayside dust. Is this talking about the Moonlit Bamboo Forest book? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, what? This kind of looks like the same art style, paintbrush, watercolor art style they used for the community made animation about the Moonlit Bamboo Forest book. Oh, what?
Join me.
This art style is dope.
Are you an Adeptus?
Kinda looks like those old
Dwelling
school
among these peaks,
looking animations.
What else could I be? At last,
Violet grass.
thanks to you, these fish can have a taste of the mortal world. My mom's sick. Those herbs. I was gonna sell them. Then, to make it up to you, perhaps a story. It might fetch a pretty price. A
The
story?
moon. 3 moons.
Long, long ago, 3 moons hung high in the heavens. Bathed in their light was an ancient nation called the Lang-Gan. Lang-Gan was home to a divine envoy who bestowed nature's bounty upon the land, and in return, the nation worshipped her.
Yeah, they did talk about her
In a twist
like that
of
in the
fate,
book too.
the moons shattered.
Only
and
one
Lang-Gan fell to ruin.
remained.
Unable to bear it, the envoy sheltered what people she could, guiding them east, toward a new place to call home. Yet
Is
in
that what
doing
became
so, she defied heaven's will
Leeway?
and was cast into a celestial prison as punishment.
Whoa.
What kind of place is
Like the
that?
Moon Sisters?
People claim one day in heaven is 100 years in the mortal realm. But I rather wonder if it's not the opposite. That prison must be a torturous place indeed. Oh, I've never heard this story. I made it up. Coming from an Adeptus, it must be worth quite the sum. Alas, dawn approaches. Another day, another 100 years. Time to go home.
Okay. Hella ominous. This is a dope animation style they're using here. Of how it's depicting that
Is this
horror.
Quayle Assembly?
Who the hell is
Quayle
that?
Assembly. That name hasn't been used for centuries.
What? She dreaming? Wake up. Violet grass. so she could bring some back for her mother. Okay. It was kind of short. And this definitely is just like the look, the feel, the vibe of the fan-made one about the moonlit bamboo forest. But instead of a young boy, it's a girl here picking up violet grass for her sick mother. And just like in the books, the exact same setting, like she's always there to like guide people who get lost in the bamboo forest. This is exactly me farming for Chi-Chi's flower requirement material. And damn, she has some hops. Or was that her? Or I mean, Zibai, like lifting her up. It's crazy too, because in the book, I remember how the person she encountered back then kind of gave a remark about how she doesn't seem Adeptus-like because of the way that she talks. But here she's actually, like her speech emits that of like a divine, ethereal being. And it's dope how the one big moon split into three. And I'm assuming this is the nation of Liyue, or what it was called before, well, like many moons ago, back when the three moon sisters were still active. So it was called Lang-Gan, like long gone. Right. And I remember her talking about this in the book, where back then, like, people used to visit her in, like, the springs or the lake, just to hear her divine message or something, like giving people wisdom. Essentially kind of like what Zhongli was doing right before his fake out. But in her case, if I'm remembering it correctly, like after the events of the funerary war, like that's when she stopped doing it. This is what I'm curious about. Like what did she mean by this? Celestial prison as punishment? Is it like in a similar fashion as to how the three moon sisters were placed in like the moon gates by Nibelung, but in Zibai's case it's the heavenly principles? Is that why she's been gone? Or maybe not completely gone, but like her actions in Side to that, like it's limited. Maybe that's why she's been gone, or like she hasn't had any presence besides the few encounters with like people getting lost in the forest that she guides. Is it maybe because of the celestial prison where it's restricting her movement, her presence inside the vat, and she can only appear as like a Jedi, like a Force ghost, like Yoda and Obi-Wan? The way that this curves, it kinda is like depicting the moon. And then the red shackles, maybe Renova? Or maybe she's really just talking metaphorically. Like the celestial prison being the enclosed space or world of Tevat. People claim one day in heaven is 100 years in the mortal realm. But I rather wonder if it's the opposite. No, she's talking about heaven, so maybe she's locked up in Celestia? But as she points out, that maybe it's the opposite, where it's like, where it feels like it's 100 days in heaven compared to one in the mortal realm. Then it shows the moon. Like, is she trapped inside the moon gate too? But we didn't really see her inside the moon gate. And much like Columbina's character teaser, like with her having golden threads, like binding her. But in Zibai's case, it's these red chains, like completely shackling her. Or maybe she is talking about the Moon Sisters. Or maybe both. Both her and the Moon Sisters. Oh, you're not supposed to. or else Celestia will wipe it all off the books. And what animation was it that kinda looked like it had this similar art style look? The Tale of Princess Kaguya, like it kinda had this similar look to it. And what's crazy is if I'm remembering the brief information that I stumbled upon, like the story of Kaguya, right? Like it's also related to the moon. And this character Zibai is connected to the moons too.
地上の100年帰るがいい
It seems like she's also talking to herself about time to go home, like time to go back. And that's where we'll see her in Lantern Rite. Then she pops back up in what? 100 years
キ
after?
リシュウなんて
Or
もう何
centuries?
百年も昔の名前じゃない
That's a dope character teaser. Like, not really a lot of new things that we haven't known. Although, to be fair, the amount of things we know about Zibai, like, it's very little. But this is more of the same of what's been talked about in the books. Okay, let's actually check out her character anecdote. A white colt through a crevice. Zibai's character anecdote. Those legends you have heard throughout your journey so far, both true and false, would have helped piece together a somewhat blurry picture of the White Horse Adeptus. When the lanterns illuminate the night sky once more, will this Adeptus, long thought to exist only in stories, reveal herself in her homeland? Who might she be? Oh, her? Legend has it that her existence stretches so far back into antiquity, she might even be older than Rex Lapis himself. She witnessed the age before Liyue was so named, Lang-Gan, and gazed upon the heavens when the three moons hung high and bright in unison. It's kinda reminding me of Okami. It is said that once upon a time, she accompanied Rex Lapis into battle and fought shoulder to shoulder with him. Some also say that she dwells in seclusion in the bamboo groves of Chingse, where she guides those who become lost beneath the moonlight. Some have even gone so far to call her the daughter of time. The shackles of the world, they cannot bind her. Isn't this Istarot's hands? Like when we saw her in the Tevat chapter with the shades? Like her hands are kind of like they're wilting or something? Her form is elusive, her trail uncertain. Across countless legends, her image has fractured into endless variations, leaving truth and fiction indistinguishable from each other. At times she is a snow-white steed, radiant as moonlight. At others she is an adeptus with white hair and golden eyes. However, when the three moons shattered and the chariot fell, she too was said to have been trapped within the shell of the starry sky, and left behind in a frozen, distant land. The stories passed down to this day, are they true remnants of an ancient age, or merely the dreamlike longings of later generations? The divinations forewarn that Janju, the moon devourer, shall manifest during this year's Lantern Rite. Will this Adeptus, whose fate is so deeply entwined with the moon, reveal herself once more in her homeland? Dang, she's really pretty. Character skill showcase. And it's interesting how her skill is named Heaven and Earth Made Manifest. Traveler's Skin being called Heaven and Earth Made Anew. Ride in the Chariot. In ages past, Zibai once rode the lunar chariot, traversing the countless mountains and valleys of ancient Liyue. Now you too can follow in the footsteps of the Adeptus and take in a different view of Liyue's landscape. After obtaining Zibai, you may, under certain circumstances, board the chariot at various locations across Liyue. What? Is it like an accessory or like a gadget? The moon creeps silently into the night sky or into the sky until all of a sudden we notice it shining down from the heavens. But yeah, if you guys picked up more like Easter eggs or details that I might have missed, let me know in the comment section below. And how many of y'all are going for Zibai? How many of y'all are skipping her? But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.